Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, happy new year all of you. I hope you are safe, you're healthy and you had a good start to the new year. So this is going to be the first video of the new year on my YouTube channel, and I thought I will do something not beauty, something that you guys have been requesting quite a lot, and that is food videos, cooking videos. So in terms of cooking and food, James and I have struggled quite a bit, and it's due to the fact that sometimes we're really busy and we don't always take the time out to plan our meals. So this year I want to be a bit better with my eating. I don't want to eat as much from outside, which becomes like the default thing when you live in the city and you've got too many options, just at the click of a button for you. So meal prepping for like 3-4 days at a time is something that has worked for me in the past. I don't like prepping meals for like an entire week because I just get I don't feel like eating it after 3 days. If it has been in the fridge for 3 days, I want something that feels fresher. So today I am taking out a few hours. It's a Sunday, it's the perfect time to take some time out, spend the afternoon, do some cooking. I'm not like hyper organized about this, so I have a rough idea what I'm cooking. Now there are two ways to go about this. Either you can decide what you want to eat, then do your grocery shop, plan your dishes and then cook. I'm not doing that. We've got quite a few things in the fridge, so I've just taken everything out on the counter and I am deciding what I want to cook based on the ingredients that I have. But yeah, I don't like planning when it comes to food. I don't like planning things right down to the last detail. I do like having like a bit of flexibility and just going with the flow. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get started. I'll be doing a voiceover through most of the video. I'm not very sure how I want to shoot this because I'm not used to doing cooking videos, so I don't have like a ready setup, but I'm just going to vlog it, show you just the different steps, what I'm making, and hopefully it'll turn out to be a fun and interesting video for you guys to watch. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm doing is making my oven aloo gobi. I've tried making this once and it turned out really well. So I've chopped up the aloo, I've got the gobi. What I'm doing is I've got some thinly sliced red onion. I'm going to add some peas. I'm going to say maybe 30 minutes. In terms of flavor, I really like having lots of fresh grated ginger, and in terms of dry spices, I'm going to add cumin, salt, turmeric, some red chili powder, not too much because I don't like it too hot, and I also really love the aroma and taste of whole garam masala spices. So I will add black cardamom, green cardamom, then cloves and some black peppercorns as well. You can of course change this and add whatever suits your palate. I'm trying to use up most of the vegetables that I've got in the fridge. So the broccoli I'm going to use to make a broccoli and cheddar soup. I've got this huge courgette. I'm going to chop this up and I'm going to use mixed peppers, and I'm going to cook this in the pan instead of the oven because the oven's occupied with the aloo gobi. But yeah, I think roast vegetables is a great way to add more vegetables into your diet. So I'm heating up all the pans. The Indian dishes I'm going to cook in ghee and the others in olive oil. This is now the ghee that I'm adding here is for my aloo chana recipe. I'm a big fan of chole, and when I'm in a hurry, It's quite convenient to get the boiled ones in the tin, and I try to buy the ones which are no salt or low salt instead of the regular one, which is quite high on salt. Again, for the chole, I'm going to list down in the description the spices I like, and you can try those if you don't have a recipe of your own. For the broccoli soup, all I've done is added some oat milk and salt, pepper. That's it. For the aloo gobi, about 25 minutes in, I am going to just stir and mix it up, and then I added another 10 minutes to the oven. So basically it cooked for 40 minutes. Now let's come to the aloo chana. I've added aloo just really to bulk it up and increase the quantity so I can use it for more than one meal. I've got some chopped tomatoes in there. I've poured in the chickpeas. There's some salt. I like to salt at every step rather than only doing salt at the end. I'm going to mix this up, let it cook for a little bit. I've got some whole spices in there. I'm going to list it down in the description box to make it easier for you. Meanwhile, the veggies are done. All I did was olive oil, salt, pepper and balsamic vinegar. Coming back to the aloo chana, I'm going to add just a little bit of tamarind paste. Now I don't have any jaggery at home. Normally I would like to add a little bit of jaggery as well, but today because I don't have it, I'll just do without it. I like to add a few more things. I just love the fragrance of kasuri methi, so I'm adding a bit of kasuri methi, and I've realized adding a little tiny bit of coconut cream actually makes the chole really soft, gives it not a very obvious creaminess because I'm adding just a little bit, but just gives it a slight richness, which I really like. I'm gonna mix everything up, cover it and let it cook for a couple of minutes. Now that the veggies are done, one of my cooktops is free, so I'm going to cook some rice on there. So I've got some leftover tomatoes now. I have some garlic and basil, so I thought I could make a soup. So I'm going to just chop up the garlic. I'm just going to use 1 clove, and it depends on the quantity, it depends on how garlicky you like it, but it's a classic combination: garlic, tomato and basil. I'm cooking these in olive oil, and I've added salt, pepper and just a pinch of sugar. You want to let the tomatoes blister, and once it cools down you can put it through the blender. Now that my chana is ready, I'm just putting it in the boxes. After 40 minutes in the oven, the aloo gobi is looking amazing. I love a bit of char, I love a bit of caramelization on the onions, so I like to cook it for a bit longer. But even if you cook it for about 30-32 minutes, it does get cooked. But if you like that little extra caramelization, cook it for a bit longer. On the cooked rice, I'm just going to add a little ghee, just so the rice grains don't get sticky, and it stores really well in the fridge once you've got some ghee in it. So I'm going to take a break whilst I decide if there's anything else I'd like to cook, but this is what I have so far. So I've got my mixed vegetables, I've got my chole, I've got my aloo gobi, I've got a nice big box of rice, and I've got the tomato soup and the broccoli soup. All I'll need to do is, once they cool down, just put them through the blender. And I've also got some wholemeal wraps, so this can be eaten in a lot of different ways. I've got sourdough bread, so we can have soup and bread, we can have rice with any of these, we can put any of these into a wrap. So I think we've got good options for the next 3 days, I would say. But I just feel like I want to make maybe one more item to add options and variety, but I'm going to take a quick break before I do that. I have to say, I love the days when I do lots of cooking because the house smells incredible. I'm feeling just really sweaty So I'm just going to sit on the sofa for a little bit. I've got the dogs with me here. James has stepped out for some work, and I think I'm going to watch the Sex and the City reboot. I started watching it last night. I think I watched 2 episodes. What's it called? And Just Like That. It's such a strange name. It's something that is so forgettable, but anyway, I'm going to watch that to relax for a little bit. I am feeling a little bit hungry but not quite ready to eat, and I'm just contemplating if I can just make 1 or 2 dishes. We'll have like a really like good variety. So rather than making big quantities of just a few dishes, I'd rather have like small to medium quantities of a couple of different dishes, because I get bored very easily. I can't eat the same thing every day. So yeah, maybe 30-minute break, and then gonna get back to it and put together maybe 2 more dishes. And I just realized I'm so used to shooting for Instagram that I shot the last bit of footage in portrait mode, so please, sorry for that. I'll keep this in mind, that I'm shooting this for YouTube and not for Instagram. Like most of my recipes, this is also kind of a made-up recipe. So I had some halloumi in the fridge. For those of you who may have not come across this is a kind of Greek cheese. It's similar to paneer but not exactly, and it is quite popular in the UK and very easily available. So I've added some peppers, I've added some spring onions, I'm going to add olive oil, and just a mix of sauces, and of course salting it before I go with anything else. Some sriracha, depending on how spicy you like it, you can add some more. I've added some soy sauce. I'm going to add some maple syrup. You can add honey if you want, because this is going to give you that sort of sticky glaze, and some sesame, and finishing off with some black pepper. I had a can of black beans sitting in the pantry, so I thought I could make like a spicy black bean. I've got a mix of spices here, some jalapenos, onion, garlic, which I'm going to fry off first. I like adding just a little bit of tomato ketchup in a lot of my dishes, because I love just the taste of it, and it adds like a little hint of sweetness, of course, with the tanginess of the tomato. The halloumi is looking good, and the beans are also almost done. I made the jalapenos and garlic really chunky on purpose so that I could remove them later. So now that the halloumi tray bake is ready, I'm just going to put it all into an airtight container. So 2 more dishes added to the meal prep. So this is halloumi tray bake with like sweet, sour, spicy sauces, some peppers, some red onion, and some spring onion on top. And this is our spicy black beans, which I've got some avocados, so I can just kind of chop up the avocado, add to this with some rice, and that will be a nice filling meal. So I think I'm going to stop there. I'm quite proud of how well I've done, and I'm looking forward to some really nice meals in the next coming few days. Hi everyone, so meal prep is done. I feel quite tired now, but I really enjoy cooking, so I also feel like it's been like a day well spent. So I'm going to just relax now. It's about 4:30 in the evening, but it feels like much later because it's completely dark outside. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been getting requests for doing like more food related stuff for some time, and I think it's been almost 2 years since the last time I did like some cooking, what I eat in a day, those sort of videos. So if you enjoyed this, please do let me know in the comment section below. If you did, this is 100% something I would want to do more in the future. I was also thinking that actually showing you how to make meals out of the dishes that I have cooked today could be another video idea. Like I have some sort of creative ideas with what I can do with the food that I will already cook today. So let me know if that's that's something you'd like to watch. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I think I'm going to sit down and do a bit of editing now. I'm on my desk, I'm in my workroom now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. So regular uploads starting now this week, every Tuesday, every Friday in the evenings. Do tune in and let me know what topics interest you, what's fun and enjoyable for you to watch, and I'll make sure I do more of those videos. Thanks so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon in my next video.